I'm walking alone under the neon lights, in a city where I feel like a ghost at night. No one understands my wild, untamed soul. In this world I'm just a stranger, a hole. But I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you'll see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile I'll defy. I've got my books and my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this chaos I find my peace, my tears. I'll sing songs of my own, of the stars and the moon. In this life I'll dance until the sun. I wear my heart on my sleeve, it's bleeding and raw. In this crowd I'm just a whisper, a shadow, a draw. But when the night falls, I light up the sky. With my laughter I'll conquer the sky. I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile I'll defy. I've got my books and my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this rebel heart, oh yes, who I am. You see, I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll defy.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Tuesday, everyone. How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? And happy birthday to the Heathen. How is it going? How's it going? How is it going? Hi, Kana. How are you? How are you doing? And thank you, Kana. I greatly appreciate it. Who's a whore?
You're a whore.
Why am I a whore?
Why aren't you a whore?
Oh, fair. And welcome in, Serena. Thank you very, very much, Serene. As everyone can see, we are at 796.
It makes me so sad.
Apparently, you didn't pay attention to what I said earlier today.
When would I have had a moment to pay attention to anything today?
That's fair. I did mention it to you that I was extending it to my affiliate anniversary.
So I should post a message right now saying that I'm gonna grab the bog sticks and give you your birthday spankings? One for every new subscriber?
One for every new sub on Twitch. We have until the 19th, right? Yep. Until the 19th for new followers. And thank you, Jess. I greatly appreciate it. Giving me bonks for every new subscriber, that would be ridiculous. Babyface trying to have way too much fun. And y'all would let her. Hello! Jess is like, yup. We embrace the chaos here. I'm into it. But yeah. Like, quite literally. Figured that, doing the whole hangout, jam out, rock out.
Cause chaos.
I mean, yes.
Do I have the energy to fuck with the HDMIs?
Uh, did you unplug the HDMI from the splitter? Was that no?
I don't think so.
Then it should just be plugging the power in.
Oh, maybe I did.
If you did that, then of course, Kana.
I guess I could play Wild Wild West Ponies.
Wild Wild West. Um, hand me the controller because there is a thing that you will want to know before you start playing Wild Wild West Ponies. The PlayStation controller?
I am. Fucker. Right here.
Sorry, so the PlayStation Plus games came out today for the month of January. You always talked about missing it, so it was the game of Core Keeper, Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and Need for Speed Unbound. Sup, Django? How you doing? And thank you, good sir. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the resubscribe, Pandora. Thank you. And thank you, Little Bit. Welcome in.
I guess it is because the one is going to your computer.
Yes, for the capture card.
That doesn't work.
But that's what no vape. Really, Django? Really? That should be the HDMI for the thing. That was messed up, Drago or Django. Lace ain't here, so I gotta. How would a question was posed to me earlier that being polyamorous was the most audacious thing I've heard of someone having the audacity of. And honestly, it has to be, every time I hear some polyamorous hater person going, "Oh, well, you're polyamorous, so that means that you're not committed to your partners." I'm like, this coming from a person that has changed partners every 2 to 3 years? Okay. Okay. Change partners like he changes socks. Shit. It's crazy. And thank you, Jan. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. It's the last year of my 30s. I'll be 40 next year. It's the only problem with having a birthday so early in the year, everything. Like, basically, all my, like, my personal big holidays for myself are all in a span of 2 weeks. Django, imagine saying your vows till death do you part, and you're like, nah, I want to try this. I mean, there's a reason why originally marriages were a year and a day. It's a thing. Pandora squints in mid 40s. Oh, trust me, that wasn't a dig. It was just, where's the time gone? Django, I'm going to be 35 this year come August. So I was getting cigarettes the other day, and I go up to the cashier, and they're like, I need ID. I'm like, okay, sure. They look at my ID and go, this has got to be fake. I'm like, why do you say that? They're like, there's no way that you are over 31. I'm like, oh, you're sweet. You're sweet. Drago will be 40 tomorrow. Payback's a bitch, Drago. Pandora, it's been 84 years. Getting older just means you get your Silver Fox card later. The only thing going silver right now is my beard. Going to end up looking like, Santa Claus dyed his hair. Shit. No. Which part? The this going white or Jess? Thank you, Jan. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the resubscribe for 6 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are amazing. Jess, I still get carded when I buy booze. I can't tell you the last time I attempted to buy booze. Like, I literally sat there and let's see, that I bought myself, it would have been while I was in Austin for work. It had to have been when I was in Austin for work. Listen, man, I love you. I do, but you need to bring your happy eye to him. You know you could say ass, right? This is an 18 plus stream. Like, you can say ass. Dick.
He has to turn on the 18 plus because I can't. I have no filter. Bad.
Jenga effect, no. What are you in the SAO abridged version of Alfheim where it has the content filter? You can't speak the forbidden language. It's a profanity filter. This game is made for 13-year-olds. I want to go home. Ah, yes, 5 minutes is over. My channel has to be 18 plus. It's not. But you see, girlie, there's good news. There's no need to wonder where your God is, because he's right here. He's fresh on mercy. One, no filter. B, Kana, your ADHD is showing. Pandora, what the fuck is with all the fucking swearing? Ah, yes. I'm doing it solely to get a rise out of Heathen. My favorite quote is, I'm just about tired of your first year psych student bullshit. Or to change over to my other favorite Takahata voice, the Catholics are crusading while the Yahtzees are invading. Anderson, it's been 2 days, but it feels like years. You forget, Jane. What most people don't realize is that I've played games with Django. Django has literally sworn up and down where I'm like, if I try to even make clips of this to put on TikTok, I'm literally just going to have to go beep. See, my favorite abridged is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z abridged. Because, so, Team 4 Star, who did Hellsing abridged, also did Dragon Ball Z abridged. The voice of Alucard is the voice of Cell. So in the Cell verses, there's a point where Alucard appears and quite literally it's just amazing. Sarah's our relationship can best be described as tags and Pornhub. Ain't that the damn truth? But but yeah, the one of my, I think, favorite moments is during the Cell games in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, in Gohan going, "You chose now to be a father?" Uh, uh, I'm sorry. Oh wow, we are fucked. Check your privilege. Jesus wants a hug. You're gonna love what I did to Big J. But yes, going back to the challenge is going all the way till January 19th. So y'all have till 11:59 p.m. January 19th. So bring the unhinged energy. Bring the chaos. Well, now that you told me to, I won't. Womp womp. But Django, that means that Babyface won't get to wax my legs on stream. And y'all won't hear me cry like a baby. Do y'all see the smile of giddy and sheer joy at the thought of causing me pain? You even see the little curl of the smirk.
Should I tell you about melted my finger while I was lifting today?
No.
I forgot until the blister popped.
Jesus Christ.
Marshmallows are hot. And they stick.
Yeah.
And they don't come off until they've cooled enough, and by then it's too late.
Yeah. Uh, Jenga.
Yeah. No. No. First of all, we can't stream that.
We cannot. You.
Second, I don't want to put my wax there.
Lynette.
I am not the peanut gallery. I am the show.
I'm the peanut gallery.
Accurate.
Giggity. I bet it's very angry. Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate you. Thank you, Phenom. I appreciate it. Welcome in, brother. I was legitimately about to go, are we talking about Time Wizard Black, Red Eyes Black Dragon Chaos? Or are we talking about Chaos Dark Magician Chaos? Mm.
Top message, bottom message.
Lynette, Hi Beautiful Faye, definitely the main show. Django, no, we're talking Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. Fuck. See, Baby Faye was a Magic the Gathering player, and I've seen Baby Faye's deck that threw, what was it, 74 million points of damage in one round?
I don't know. I don't count it. I don't do the math anymore. I also can throw my entire deck on the table and swing in the same turn.
By round 3, right? Or was that round 2?
I do it by round 3 if I'm lucky.
Jenga, maybe Faye needs to come to Magic Mondays.
I miss Magic Mondays. I'm also a judge, technically. I used to run Friday Night Magic.
Thank you for the follow, Nexi. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, when it comes to Magic the Gathering, Baby Faye is the person. Django, good, we need one. A judge?
Fortunate.
you, yeah, y'all are entering Babyface's former hyperfixation.
I paid.
And Nexi, I'm just doing my part to get you to that pink hair, to be honest. Now, most people are like, nah, we want to see Heathen cry like a little baby on stream while Babyface is taking sure joy in his leg hair getting ripped out.
It's true, yes.
Like, I know the truth. Because Babyface starts grumbling and cackling.
And see, the part that Heathen is not telling you guys is that even if you don't make it to seeing it on stream, at some point I'm just going to attack him with my popsicle stick full of wax. You sleep really heavy, friend. And there will come another day in our lives where you're fired at least 5 times.
Lynette, that one is me. Kana, I want both if I'm being honest, but I'm a brat. Uh, if we get to 1,000, it gets both. It's not one or the other, it's both. Oh, Django's activating the brat gang. Fuck. Can you donate? Yeah, any tips can go there. Bratty, haha. I do it to myself, yes, because a lot of people forget that I actually am a man of my word. And that's why I showed you know, just me having the sleeve of the maid outfit on. It's like, y'all, I do keep my promises. Talking ancient heathen lore.
Please do. Hey, Aunt Oven, please do. Is it better? It hurts.
Mwah. Lynette, but I know you are. See, that's why I literally put the 300 sub thing in for, to do the mainstream again. It would take 300 subs. I
That's done.
huh?
That one's done. I need something better.
Like what? Knowing them, they're going to try to put me in a cheerleader outfit.
No, I think we should get you an evolution. Should you be Sylveon? Maybe just Eevee? Want to be Eevee?
It would take. I wish I got paid again in time for that. Lynette Devil. Jess, is he turning red? It would take th- either 300 to replace the maid or take 350 to do a combo of Eevee slash Sylveon in a maid outfit.
I mean, sure, but I don't care about the extra 50 subs for an apron.
I knew Jacob would be like, okay.
The there's a company that makes them sexified.
I'm well aware.
You can't wear mine.
I I hope not. I'd rather wear Umbreon.
That's why I said Sylveon.
I know.
Though I'd prefer Umbreon too because it becomes mine after you're done with it.
See, now I'm wondering if Lynette's like, if Heathen's like, bet I'ma do it just to make Babyface glee.
I mean, Lynette likes to make me gleeful.
Hi, Spook.
Oh,
Yeah, Umbreon's my favorite of the evolutions. Yeah, I have a Lynette, I really do say. You know what I can do? Because Lynette, because I know you. I know you. Do 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 do. Wrong one. Da-da. Hey, Lynette. Ready to appreciate me a little bit?
Scare me. You scare me.
Now it's at 35% off all gifted subs. 5+. Because Lynette, the last time I did this, Lynette went, Heathen's not going to do it. Oh, Heathen did do the thing. Okay. Oh no, what? Does someone have an unwashed ass opinion? Hmm.
Somebody made a food thing again. It's going in my corner.
Ooh, thank you for the hydrate, Kana. One. Two.
All of my lovely Fae Touched just got tagged in the video, and I am not sorry.
Well, I didn't think you'd walk right into the uniform. It's more like saunter downward. It's more like saunter downward. Hey, I needed the water. Spooky, scary skeletons, shivers down my spine. Instead of running up that hill, rolling down that hill.
I just need you to know that this is the message I just had to send him.
Okay.
That's whipped cream and melted peppermint wrapped around a hot dog, friends. Topped with red and green sprinkles.
I'm saving my points in Drago stream for no cursing. Oh, Lord. I didn't know that Drago actually put that there. Do 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 do. Of course, Shaylock. I'm glad that you enjoyed the audio drop. Spook. Wee! Hey, Spook. Good Goblin. You know why. I was half waiting for somebody to actually go, I'm drinking coffee. You said coffee and tea counts as water. Therefore, I'm doing what you said. Who responded that you're cackling about? Chef or...
Chorus is trying to argue that it is an acceptable abomination. And a little bit, Lynette and I have opinions.
Fair. See, I figured that, it's it's not us just celebrating my birthday if I'm not, giving gifts to the community. Just saying. Just saying. And 7 pieces of bacon and juice was sufficient. Fair. No, Spook stitched my video over on TikTok and was like, "You said coffee counts. I'm drinking coffee. Coffee counts." With full audacity. What? The audacity is strong with me right now. Fair. I don't really get on TikTok currently. That's fair. I'm not confident I can avoid strikes there. I'm not confident I can avoid strikes. The fact that I've avoided strikes so far is impressive. Like, every day, I'm impressed. And quite literally, the the crazy thing as far as TikTok goes, um, of course, Spook, I'm glad to body double with you. Um, the crazy thing is that previously, like in August, TikTok's creator fund was paying out quite a bit. Like, and I'm not in it because I don't have 10,000 followers on TikTok. So, but apparently, like, the RPM, which is rate per million, was like $1.28. There were people getting paid like $5,000 for all their videos on TikTok, everything. And this past month, no change in viewership, but they're only getting like 400. And I'm just like, geez. So I'm betting money that they're going to be rolling out some changes to the creator fund where you have to have 50K. It'll either be 50K to get into the creator fund, or to unlock the entirety of the creator fund, with minimal start at 10K. Because 10K is where you can get playlists. So, and you need 100K to get the bulletin board, at least. So, which is insane and will never happen for me. I know that. I'll be lucky if I hit like 15K, which is fine. But the fact that, like, when we hit 30K on Facebook, I was utterly shocked. The fact that we're at 63K still surprises me. And hell, like, we went, as I was saying on one of my posts, on one of my creator posts and everything, that we started 2025 with 187 followers here on Twitch. And a year's time, we've gained 600 followers here on Twitch. And holy shit. Like, that blows the entire first 2 years of me being a Twitch affiliate out of the freaking water. So, like, when you're doing content creation of any type, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere, you need to take a step back and look at how quickly are you gaining followers versus where you were previously. Like, and keeping that thought process in check. Because it's easy to get lost in the sauce when, oh, I've only gained 3K in followers this month. Why so few? There's a point in your content creation where 3K in followers would have made your jaw drop. So keeping that disconnect at bay is super helpful. Thank you for following on Facebook, Melissa. I should probably focus a little bit on my followers, but to be honest, I don't care. So here's the problem with Facebook. All right, and there's a couple of factors. One, Facebook's algorithm is wonky as fuck right now. All right, and it used to be that their like invite system worked a lot better than it does now. All right. Right now, like for me, having 63K, everything, what it shows on Meta Business and on the Facebook website is I can only invite 2 people. Problem is that quite literally, when I go into that brat video that triggered all the brats and everything, there's easily 5,000 people I could invite to the page. So, quite literally, just seeing what Facebook says you can invite versus what you can actually invite are 2 vastly different numbers. So, every time like someone's like, well, I'm thinking about starting a Facebook page, I'm like, cool. Here's the thing that you need to get used to. You need to get used to at some point during your content creation for the week, you need to set aside 1 hour. Because the max people you can invite to your page in a given day is 1K. 1,000 people. All right, now that's important. As the page itself. Keyword, as the page itself. So, but if you're on your personal page, you can only invite your friends 1 time. If you're on your page and they've liked other things and you've invited them before, it'll say invited. So it's, to use a term from the military, it's putting more bullets down range. Like, and that's the thing when it comes to any kind of content creation. Yeah, you have to do calls to action. And so that's one of the things that when the person who left that, well, you're just shilling merchandise. I'm like, I have one message about merchandise, and that's in my messenger when you message me. What? Yeah, so quite literally, when it comes to Facebook always has some kind of problem. And it's always different from page to page. All right. And it's crazy. Like, quite literally, right now, one of the current problems is that a lot of people cannot block from the Facebook from your page. Like, if you are in Facebook proper, not the Meta Business Suite, but in Facebook proper, you cannot just automatically block someone. All right. So, to do that, you have to go to their page, grab the part that says after facebook.com, the part that's here, past that. All right. Once you go past that, you grab that, then you have to go to your privacy settings, go to your block list, and manually add them. Oh, absolutely. 110%. Oh, absolutely, Kana. Like, first thing I did when setting up the page was made sure to block every single one of my exes and my family members. You're right, because I didn't think about that at that point. Here's the thing, Spook, and this is one of the things I thought about after our phone call the other day. All right, honestly, don't block them, even if they get Facebook back. Force them to witness you succeed. Petty and spite are awesome motivators. Petty and spite are awesome motivators. It it's one of the things that I'm just like, huh. Like, I will always sit there and say I have no room in my heart for hate. I don't have time for it. Hate takes up too much time. But being petty, oh, I can be petty for days.
I have helped you embrace even more petty in your life.
Yes, yes, you have. I mean, so Kana, that is where I started. Like, I started with thirst traps, quite literally. But over time, I shifted to talking about polyamory. Over time, I also incorporated paganism because polyamorous heathen. And once the page started getting big, I was like, maybe I could start streaming again and actually talk to the community. Maybe people would enjoy that. And by gods, y'all took it and ran with it. Like, every single day, I am utterly shocked, amazed, and inspired by the way that y'all have changed not only my way of incorporating my content, but also the way I interact with my content. Absolutely, Spook. And you do you want to know something that is going to be a powerful one for you here probably in the next month? healing after a breakup. Especially talking about breakups in polyamory. Not a lot of people talk about it.
So much to add.
I don't know if you heard Baby Faye. I was kind of close to the.
I said I have so much to add.
And the thing is that healing takes time. And there is no set path.
And it's not linear.
Say that again.
It's not linear.
You were looking down and I was about to say something. So they didn't hear what you said. That's why I had you repeat.
Thank you.
Mwah. But that's entirely the thing, is that, like Babyface said, healing is not linear. Because you're grieving. You're not just grieving the relationship itself. You're grieving the possibilities of what could have been.
You're grieving the possibility of who you could have been.
Happy early 40th birthday, Drago. I'm proud of you, Spook. Giving yourself grace is one of the hardest things to do, especially for those who are neurospicy. Drago's probably just staring at Jan like, you told? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bud. I'm going to make sure that you won't be able to cuss the entirety of stream. So enjoy that. Payback's a bitch. Just say. Just say. Thank you, Draco. I greatly appreciate it. Traitor! Traitor! But yeah. Draco, that is evil. I know.
Dead.
E.T. Dead. Oh yeah. It'll be great. It's great. It's also payback for you trying to get Venora's group to try and boost those numbers up. Oh. I'm gonna have to watch some of it. Drago's just gonna be like, God damn it, fuck, shit. In the great words of Jigsaw, do you want to play a game? I've actually bribed a couple of friends to follow. Lol. The reason why 1000, and it's weird, but at the same time, to me, it makes sense. 1,000 people puts us in the top 5% of all streamers on Twitch. All right. So I haven't let them know you extended it. I know. Oh, trust me. I was watching that like a hawk today. 1,000 followers puts this community in the top 5% of all streamers on the platform. All right. And one of the things about polyamory is that I think a lot of people have never actually listened or had a conversation about it. Now, am I probably doing myself a disservice by having it as polyamorous heathen? Probably. Most likely. In fact, I am almost 99% sure. But at the same time, by naming myself that, it tells every person before they even enter the stream that this is, one, a safe space. Two, quite literally, being polyamory, you're going to have to be a little bit more accepting. So if that's not your style, get the fuck out. Pretty easy. And this helps ensure that as we continue to grow as a community, that I'm doing my best to, one, set the specific of, hey, this community talks about polyamory, talks about alt lifestyle, talks about quink, talks about so many other things, not just polyamory. So, like, if you are quinky, if you are neurospicy, all these things, you have a space here. And you will be accepted as long as you obey rule 1. Don't be a dick. It's not that hard. And I think Kana, I would absolutely do it. By having Spook, but apparently is. Yeah. This is my surprise face. Kana, honestly, the best recommendation I ever got from a content creator was make sure your socials match across the board. Full stop. Make sure your socials match across the board. One, that way it's easier to find you. It's easier to, look up across, whether it's Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, so on and so forth. And one of the biggest parts is that people who are willing to follow you across platforms tend to follow you on all platforms. Keyword is tend. And just like Spook said, a link in bio is also a good way. I mean, so my first Twitch handle was Angel Raguel, because that's my gamer tag. That is the gamer tag I run with. On PlayStation, on Xbox, that is the gamer tag I run with, is Angel Raguel. So when setting up and getting everything set up for the page, I didn't want it connected because I didn't know how it would do. I didn't convert my TikTok until a year in. Speaking of Spook, did you know you have like 4 TikToks? 4 TikTok accounts? FYI. I have one, but I should make a second for clips. So that way I could post clips from stream on 2 different platforms. But that just sounds like a pain in my ass. Okay, Jess. But that's the thing, is that like one of the things that, you know, I explained to y'all on stream before is that like if you're streaming, all right, and you're a fellow streamer, grab clips. Grab clips of, people that you're watching that you enjoyed, because it goes into this little creator dashboard, which is important. And there's a little button called content, where it has video producer, collections, clips, and copyright claims manager. You can literally click clips, and it literally has every single. You have clips of your channel and clips you as the streamer have created, and quite literally, it has the in the clips of your channel, it tells you who created the clip, so you can give a shout out to that person for having created the clip. Like if you wanted to give them like an extra benefit. Brady sub. Oh, hey, putting things together. Hi. Like, and so that's one of the things that why I also have blurp on this channel, because y'all could literally use blurp using bits or channel points to say the most unhinged shit if you wanted. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I have the text to speech, because it has Alucard from Helsing Abridged, Alistair from Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel, and so many others that, like, if y'all wanted to literally have something said on stream that would have me reacting to, it literally will play on stream. Everyone will hear it, not just me. Wait a minute here. Yeah. It is fun. Like it has some of the most unhinged things, and I enjoy it because it gives y'all a level of interactivity with me.
Take that, depression!
Like some I have set up with channel points. Some you have to use bits, like the text to speech. And that's the reason why I've done that, is to give y'all one more interactivity with me while I'm streaming, because why not? Thank you for the hydrate, Pandora. I greatly appreciate it.
Did you see the incel whose AI girlfriend broke up with him because she was a feminist?
No. And thank you for the posture check, Pandora.
He's crashing out.
Did you hear about the Twitch streamer with the AI VTuber that literally got 1,000,000 bits and 119,000 subs? Yeah.
One's funny, one's depressing.
Pretty much.
No vape to get?
No, I got another hydrate from Drago because Drago's trying to make me go to the bathroom. Jesus Christ, y'all.
I'm not refilling his cup for him. I just need y'all to know that.
I see we're playing dirty today.
I just need chat to be aware.
I ain't refilling shit. I got growls. What am I supposed to do now? Spoke a scare skeletons, shivers down my spine. But yeah, so quite literally, it's when it comes to content creation, and it's one of the things that I was talking to Thank you for the hydrate, Drago. Again. I made the mistake of putting some in my intro at one point because I didn't think. I mean, quite literally that. Cthulhu woo. Happy. But yeah, like, one of the things that I was talking to Infinite Polyam about was that it's because Infinite Polyam's slightly older than I. And we're like, being over 30 and doing content creation it always feels like we're behind the ball. And every day we're learning something. He's preemptively getting revenge for the no swearing tomorrow. Oh, I know. But Drago also knows I'm patient. So every single time that Drago sees me air stream, I'm pretty sure Drago's going to be like, time out, Heathen. Jan, time out, Heathen. Be like, womp womp. Womp womp. I feel so behind the ball. Wish I had transitioned like 10 years sooner. So, one of the things that I always try to remind myself, you can always look at the past and go, I wish I had done this sooner. But that does not change anything. So the best time is now. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So if you want to change something by taking that first step, you've already done the hardest part, is taking that first step. Because that fear will always prevent us from taking that first step and taking that leap of faith. I don't regret it, not anymore anyway. Sup, LP? How you doing, brother? How's it going? How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? Jesus, spook. Ah, I apologize, LP. I is tired, but I do apologize. Drago, Jan has all the control. I'm on the PS5. Drago, that sounds like a you problem though. And I'm sorry you're tired, LP. LP, I have to ask. Is LP your initials, or is that like a reference to Linkin Park? Because every time I see LP 1990, I think immediately Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. Linkin Park reference. Yatta! Okay, so since it's a Linkin Park reference, I have to ask, how do you feel about Emily? Drago, it is in fact a me problem. Womp womp. Womp womp. Linkin Park is amazing. She's going to kill her poor vocal cords as she keeps trying to scream. So even towards the end, Chester was killing his vocal cords. Oh boy. Um but I really like the similar energy that Emily brings as a lead singer. Yes, it's different because no one can replicate another singer. There's not a single person in the world, even Journey's lead singer, who sounds just like the original singer of Journey, cannot replicate the energy of the original singer. So the way I look at it is that it's basically a new band. Is the only way that I could deal with it in my brain. Kind of like how Saint Asonia. Her singing is shit, but as a person, she's alright. They could have done a lot worse. True. So the thing with Lizzie is that Lizzie is the front line of Hailstorm. And has been for years. Just like the lead singer of Pretty Reckless. Like, it would be like trying to get Adam Gontier, who was of 3 Days Grace, is now of Saint Asonia, to leave Saint Asonia to go back to 3 Days Grace. Only listen to Chester albums. I mean, Oh, I know. In my dreams, though, Lizzie would have been amazing. Um, so Adam rejoined 3 Days Grace as a backing vocalist to make an appearance on their newest album, but he has not fully left Saint Asonia. Saint Asonia is a super band that he's been running with the yeah. And the thing is that Adam Gontier, the reason why he left 3 Days Grace is because he could not find himself getting sober while he was with the 3 Days Grace, because a lot of his songs deal with his addiction. And so he couldn't bring himself to escape his addiction while a part of the band. So he left and then formed Saint Asonia with the guitarist from Stained. And basically, the people that are in Saint Asonia are all part of other big name bands, which is why they're called the super band. Yeah, he legitimately, when he left 3 Days Grace, he said that quite literally it was about him, that he felt that with him pursuing being sober, he could not stay being sober while in 3 Days Grace. So he left. Thank you, Cosmic. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, so that's the thing, LP, is that as I said, no one is ever going to be Chester, ever. Even Chris Cornell, who was Chester's best friend, could not have as wide of a range as Chester did. And I think holding that comparison does a disservice to Linkin Park now. Because you have to remember, Linkin Park came out 27 years ago. To give you a better idea, it would be like comparing Queen to Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park. That is the same depth of time that we're talking about. Oh, 100%. Same thing with Slipknot's Volume 3, with Marilyn Manson, with Godsmack. Hell, Disturbed's The Sickness album came out in 97. Yeah, I will give you that. I will give you that, LP. Her scream sounds more forced than anything else. But I think that's due to her trying to emulate Chester over anything else. Once she finds her own rhythm and her own feel, I think that we will see a lot more people that were original Linkin Park fans start to come over to her. Right now, she's still fresh, and people are like, not Chester. Hey, now, I'm not responsible for anything Heathen says or does. I'm not responsible for anything Heathen says or does. I think that we will find the next album they drop. I feel that with how much screaming she has done on tour, that the screams will be less forced and will be just as powerful as it was. I don't think it's going to have the range that Chester was, but I think Emily will come into her own and it will be pleasantly surprised. At least that is my hope. Absolutely. And that comes down to vocal training, is my belief. The more you do something with your vocals, the more it takes effect. I think that the second album will truly show us the depth of what Emily can do. Because remember, in Hybrid Theory, Chester's screams weren't a lot. In Metaroa, faint, numb. Like, several of the major songs of Metaroa featured Chester's scream and was more powerful. Cosmic learning the safe ways to scream too is interesting, learning those techniques. And as she gets more comfortable, I think that the next album that they drop will be a more interesting take. And I feel that right now everyone is comparing Emily to Chester in Metaroa or Minutes to Midnight, not Hybrid Theory. Make the comparison to Hybrid Theory. Chester still has a greater range, yes, but the forcefulness. Thank you for the follow, Felicia and Bodine over on Facebook. Over on Hybrid Theory, Chester still has some of that forcefulness in his scream, even though they had been a band for several years. So I think that the second album is really going to be our telltale sign of, as you know, people who have listened to Linkin Park for going on 30 years, mind you, that will tell us what we're actually going to feel. I went from sounding kind of like Riddick to sounding like a crazy chick. I'm sure. Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm pretty sure that one of the things that Mike Shinoda mentioned on his live that he was doing was that Emily is doing vocal training for her screams to protect her voice, because they don't want her to, one, injure her voice, and two, they don't want her to get polyps like David Draymond, because that's why David Draymond can't do his scream like he used to. That's what happened to Julie Andrews. And as much as I'm annoyed by David Draymond currently because of some of the stances he has taken, mind you, David Draymond has always stood on what he has said. And he's always been firm about his beliefs, but he's always been able to say, this is fucked up. I think the new drummer, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I think he's more open to criticism than Rob was. a lot of people feel that a lot of people, myself included, feel that David Draymond took a stance on the current situation between Israel and Gaza without all the knowledge and then doubled down. The thing is that Disturbed has always been a political band, and they have not always been on the right side. But every single time that they have been proven, hey, this is fucked up, David Draymond has taken ownership of, yep, that was fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. And I feel that I think a lot of people are jumping on him, and it's why he's remained quiet. So now I don't ever know what's going on in another person's head ever, but from everything that I know of David Draymond, I think that we're inching closer to Disturbed's probably retiring. They're celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Sickness album, and he can't do the scream anymore. I think that Disturbed is about to retire from touring. Like, I think we're getting close to that era. Because, hell, Godsmack hasn't even put out a new album in 6 years. And they're in the same time frame as Disturbed was. Oh, absolutely. 110%. But I think that a lot of people jump in with their immediate instinct first before thinking about it or knowing all the facts. If that makes any sense. And the thing is that quite literally, I think that a lot of people have parasocial attachments to a lot of different things, whether it's movies, characters, actors, musicians, streamers, content creators, whatever have you. And that they have a hard time reconciling with the fact that these content creators, the actors, celebrities, are human. Humans are never going to be 100% right, nor will ever 100% align with our values. It is easier to jump to anger than to be understanding and allow grace. And reconciling that we are allowed to be wrong. It's one of my favorite speeches from Doctor Who. Is, do you know what thinking is? It's just a fancy word for changing your mind. That's all thinking is. And hatred, anger is always foolish. Love and kindness is always wise. And never eat pears. But by allowing people grace, it's why I sit there and go, hey, this is fucked up of you to say. This is absolutely fucked up of you to say. You have one chance. Apologize for your behavior, or you get made an example and used as a teaching lesson. That's simple. And usually, they either double down or go, oh shit, my bad, I didn't mean for it to come off that way. I apologize. This is what I was trying to say, or at least tried to get to, and it came out wrong. Fish fingers and custard. And I think allowing for grace, because we should want that for ourselves. We are never, ever 100% right. Ever. But allowing grace, because people will always beat themselves up because brain weasels suck. But reminding, hey, we're human. We fall. We fail. Sometimes we don't live up to ourselves. You failed at this moment.
Hey, at least I pretend to be nice to people.
Drago, you are nice. Hey, Jan. I have a way for you to give yourself grace. I have a way to give yourself grace that you may not have thought about. Okay, now I'll give it to all of y'all. I want you to take a look at whenever you're starting to, beat yourself up and not allowing yourself grace. If this was your best friend, would you tell them the same thing you're telling yourself?
Take that, depression!
I love when you use my things.
Mwah.
The world is dumb.
My cat is a whore. If you would not say that about your best friend, your partner, then why are you telling it to yourself? Thank you, Mary, over on Facebook for following. If you are unwilling to say that to your best friend or your partner, and that you can allow them that grace, why aren't you willing to allow yourself that? Why do you have to be perfect? Thank you for the follow, Madison, over on Facebook. It's very hard to put it in practice. Want to know something? Here's a little look behind the curtain. That is Heathen. All right. Every single day, I wake up with imposter syndrome, told that my brain tells me constantly that I should not be the person in charge of this community, that I'm just faking it. No one actually wants to hear me. I think the Book of Faces people need to come follow on Twitch and should know why. A better one. I feel, and keyword feel, that my friends and my partners only want me around for when I am useful. Again, that's from my military mindset and my upbringing. I know that's incorrect. My friends and my partners love me for me. They want me around because they enjoy that I'm around. And they enjoy talking to me. But brain weasels are our harshest critics. Do you know why they're our harshest critics? Because it's the shit we've heard from other people and it replays in our mind constantly. Thank you for the follow, Shane, over on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. Pandora, I have a question for you. All right. What is courage? What is courage? Can you tell me? Being afraid and doing the thing anyway. Okay. So, if brain weasels, where do our brain weasels come from? If they are coming from our bullies in our past that plays on repeat, that means it's triggered by fear. Would you agree with that assessment? Okay. Then let me ask you this in a way that will cause you recoil. If your brain weasels are your bullies in your past, why are you letting your bullies win and dictate your life? Spite is a powerful motivator. Drago, yeet. And thank you for the hydrate, Drago. Spite has been a close friend and savior. So I ask you, Pandora, why are you allowing your bullies from the past that are no longer in your life, that have no input on your life, why are you allowing them to dictate your life? Why are you allowing them to dictate your joy? Why are you allowing them that power over you? See, I'm about freedom. Sometimes that freedom is from our own brain. It's not about tuning them out. I can promise you, even now, I have brain weasels every single day. The way I look at it, the way I look at my brain weasels is, you might be right, but I know better. I feel what they tell me, and I accept what my friends, my partners tell me. Are there liars? Yes. But that means that my brain can lie too. Brains are dicks. Brains lie. That's the thing. Uh let me give you a little secret, Pandora. All right? Every single stream, every single stream, someone asks me, how do I deal with a thing? How do I approach a certain thing? And when people ask that, you would be surprised how many people will go, I've been grappling with that too. It's a thing. This community is about support. I am a DPS. I'm a damage per second person. At the end of the day, attack. There are people that are about defense, being a tank. There are people who are about healing and being supportive. Everyone's different. But you have nothing to apologize about needing support. And that's completely fair. Life sucks. Life is hard. In the great words of Rocky Balboa, nothing will beat you to your knees like life. But as one of my favorite philosophers of our age, Tom from Toonami, says, you fall down 7, you get up 8. And thing is that you don't have to get up alone. Nowhere does it say you have to stand up on your own 2 feet. Sometimes it takes friends. Sometimes it takes community to help you rise back up and go, I can keep doing this all day. And it's important to remember that. Life is dark right now. And right now, yes, it is dark for a lot of people. But it can't rain all the time. And it's important to remember, no matter how deep the darkness gets, when the light comes, the brighter the light shines. One of my favorite quotes. Community doesn't just help us heal. It helps us learn to fight. It helps us stand. And sometimes it encourages us to take that first step. We stand on the shoulders of giants in every aspect of our lives, whether it's science, philosophy, even our path. We stand on the shoulders of giants. And all we need to do is take that first step forward. That first step is always the hardest. But every single time you're scared of taking that first step, I want you to take a look back and see how far you've come. I chose my name because Cliff Notes version of the myth, evil was released but hope was left. I've been clinging to that concept for decades. One of my favorite thing about Pandora, do you know where Pandora's box rests after keeping hope? Do you know which goddess took hope and guarded it, kept it safe? It is one of my favorite points of the story that people forget. Hestia, goddess of the hearth. Do you know why the hearth? Because that's where our community is. That's where we have hope. Our family, chosen and otherwise. Our community built around us. That's where hope lives. In the hearth, the hall, the home. See, my page name, Heathen, at least, comes from when I was falling out of the Christian faith. My mother, because I grew up in the mountains of North Carolina, all right? And my mother looked at me and goes, "Do you just want to be a heathen?" And I looked at her and smiled and goes, "I already am." And ever since then, I've adopted that name because I'm a firm believer of shadow names. That people knowing your real name, what you see as your real name, is important. And quite literally, Heathen is not only a title, but is also a name I recognize as my own. Yep, I saw 5-minute timer is about to restart. Five-minute timer restarting right now. My sperm donor always called me a demon, so I've said, fine, I'll be one. That's the thing, is that I love movies. I love TV shows. I love quotes because I always feel that every piece of media can teach us something. Every single piece of media can teach us something. And the thing that I learned from Supernatural that I absolutely love is family doesn't end in blood, but it doesn't start there either. And that's the key point. Every time people would sit there and say blood of the covenant or blood is thicker than water, isn't saying the entirety of the quote, because it's the way it's told to us as a society is told to us to keep us in line. The entire quote, blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the womb. The bonds you choose, your chosen family, will always be stronger than those you are born into. Every single time. Yup. Another one is the other bird catches worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. Want to know my favorite one? This is the one my grandfather taught me. Birds of a feather flock together until the storm comes. Because it's a warning about fair weather friends. That's one of the key points, is that it's a warning, not something to be idealized. Because it's almost like, each idiom is a warning in and of itself, and we have shortened them to enforce compliance. Thank you for the Hydrate LP. And thank you for the Hydrate Pandora. And thank you for the follow, Tar Tier. Thank you for the Hydrate, Drago. Water's almost empty. But that's the thing, is that quite literally, we should always be mindful. And it's one of the reasons why I sit there and say, what are you doing to chase your dreams? I'm not saying to chase the moon. I'm not saying to shoot for the stars and hope you land. I want to know what you yourself are doing to chase your dreams, to chase your goals. Because the important point about chasing our dreams and chasing our goals is, at the end of the day, if we don't chase our dream, then who will? I'm proud of you, Kana. I'm extremely proud of you. It takes work and effort. 100% of the time. Damn it, Drago. No vaping. Pandora, here's what I would recommend. I want you to sit down with a notebook, all right, and set goals for the next month, 6 months, a year. That's it. Month, 6 months, year. Just those. And see what the commonality is. I have over 11K access. Jesus Christ, Drago.
Show me how many I have anymore.
Yeah, that tracks. Pretty sure it's probably closer to 40 at this point. You have enough to make me growl 13 times. I know that much. I'm still building up for what I want to do. Oh, what's that? Oh, Jesus, Drago. Oh, Jesus. And, but yeah, when we set goals, one of the things that my grandfather always taught me and encouraged me is that whenever we achieve a goal, don't rest on your laurels. Celebrate your win, but already have a plan for what is next. Okay, Pandora, and how do you envision that? Start there. What do you want to accomplish with that as the central thought? How do you want to accomplish it? Drago, you taking over the world would scare the bejesus out of a lot of people. Just saying. Thank you for the stretch, my love. I want to build people up and let them know they're not alone. Then my recommendation, Pandora, start a Facebook page. You and me both, LP. You and me both. Heathen, you could watch over Europe. Why do I get Europe? Damn it. Babyface said that Babyface will happily take Europe.
I speak two of the languages. That'll be okay.
Technically 3.
One's a dialect.
If we're counting dialects, technically 4. No, sorry, 5.
I think you're giving me more credit than I actually have.
English.
Well, I don't count English.
You learned proper British English, did you not? Then you know American English. So hence dialects. Then French. Both sets of dialects for that.
No,
Regular French and Swiss.
that's not. Not Swiss is not French. Swiss German.
I had German as 1. So
My head hurt. I don't count English because I'm not taking English into Europe. That's how you get fucked with. Gross.
Drago, Heathen, you get Europe because Babyface and Spouse. Spouse would want Asia.
My spouse doesn't get votes on things anymore. At all. Ever.
LP, what video game have you been playing? So right now I've been playing 4. It's been an alternation between Battlefield 6, Power Wash Simulator 2, The Outer Worlds 2, and Digimon, Time Stranger. All are good options. The Outer Worlds 2 is amazing. I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. See, my favorite version of the opening is Digimon Frontier. Jesus, Lynette.
Not surprised at all. That makes me wonder how many I actually have. Because. Yeah. You know.
For those that don't know, Digimon Frontier is when the humans actually are Digimon. Because in first one you have regular Digimon, then second one is armored Digimon, third is DNA Digimon, and fourth is Spirit Evolution. And for some reason, people don't like the fourth one, even though the fourth one is amazing. Why, spank you.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. All right. We've been going for 2 hours now. And I'm starting to get tired. And I need to pee. So we are going to let's get a raid together. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Apparently Venora's not on anymore. Intriguing.
Sleepy time.
It is sleepy time. Let's see. Let's support one of our communities, shall we? All right. Going to raid Rose. Of course, Pandora. And thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. All right. We're going to go ahead and start the raid. 3, 2, 1.